Hi, Daniel. I wanted to comment on your video that you made this week for existentialism and Gestalt therapy. Uh, you mentioned several things in your video that I thought you hit right on, and you mentioned some things that I had missed in mine. So you start off your video by talking about the similarities between Gestalt and existentialism, and you talked about how that they're very similar. And they are very similar in that they're both humanistic therapy, which means that they're focusing on the individual's capacity to better themselves and to make rational and logical choices. You mentioned that Gestalt focuses on the here and now, which is very true, focuses on the here and now, and it doesn't really call back to the patient's history or the client's history. Gestalt is focused on figuring out the impasse that the client may be experiencing right now, and it's structured to where it even says in the text, in the TAN text, that the therapist will frustrate the client to keep them focused on the here and now instead of hiding behind questions or different methods that they could impose to evade addressing what the impasse is. Existentialism is also focused on the here and now, but it also asks questions about the future and how to deal with these things. You talked about the strengths of the existentialism in that it is more empathic. It shows more empathy towards the client, that it's trying to address bigger questions, though. Sometimes the part of the weakness is that it asks too broad or general questions, the meaning of life and dealing with life and death, loneliness, isolation. With Gestalt, you talked about its strength being the here and now focus, which is absolutely a strength, but you also mentioned its weakness and how it deals with asking the question how for the client instead of why, and that was something that I had missed in my video, so I thought that was a good pickup on your part. Overall, I thought that you explained both of these concepts very well. They are very similar, but you gave them distinction and helped me, watching the video, draw a line between what is considered Gestalt and what is existentialism. So, good job, and hope to see more videos in the future.